So I'm talking to Kris from Stuck in the Middle.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for attending the Milan International Film
No.
Festival.
Thank you for having us.
Congratulations with the nomination.
Oh, thank you.
As you know, I love the film. I love all the films.
Mm-hmm.
But I particularly like short, quirky comedies in any case.
Okay. Thank you.
I know we've had a sort of brief discussion, but the same sort of question I always ask is really the background. How did this all get off the ground? Where did it come from?
Well,
and your involvement in it, of course, across the whole film.
yeah, my involvement. So I wrote the story, and because it comes from a long story. Because when I started to write it, I had in mind to have flashbacks, so I could tell the story. Because
that's initially because there's no flashbacks in the film. Is
no, it's not flashbacks in the film because it was like a project I have to make for school, and we had to only have 5 minutes, and if I was doing it, it's like 20 minutes. And I was thinking, hey, why don't I tell the story through the fourth wall so the people are getting it?
Yeah.
So and that's why I did that, and it worked. So this was really fun to do it.
And I know this all goes back to having to do the project.
Yeah.
And how did you hone it down from this initial idea? Because 7 minutes is still quite short, isn't it? I know you meant to.
Yeah, it's quite
must
short.
be a horrendous job. I don't know how large the initial idea was at the start of the 30 minutes.
Well, the original idea, when I finished my second or third draft already with the flashbacks, it was like 14 pages. So I think it could be like 16, 17 minutes.
Oh, right.
And but then I scratched every flashback and then tried to start to write the fourth wall into it, and I still got 9 pages. But then I got a good mentor who said to me, "Nah, you have to. That's that." He was scratching my whole script down.
So do you literally work a page a minute? Is that how it works?
Yeah. Average is a page a minute, they say, but when I was the editing and the finishing editing, and I scratched it down again because I was curious, because there were a few things out in the editing. Then I only have 4 pages, so yeah, it depends on how the silence are. So I think if you have a page, then you can account like 120, 130 minutes. It depends how much space is on the page. So.
And where did you shoot it? Where was it done?
I shot it in LA.
Whose apartment was that?
There was an apartment of Leana, and I met her through Airbnb because she got a loft and everything, and because my first original idea was because I was based back then in LA, and I lived in New York for 1 year, and my original idea was I'm going to New York to film it over there.
Yes.
But then the problem was the cost and everything. Damn it! So that's why I tried to look for an apartment like in New York, and I came in that loft, and immediately I was in love with that loft.
Oh, so it's the location. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, initially I thought, can this be a set? Well, it obviously isn't a set. It's actually someone's. So there was no problem you filming it. You were upfront about making this film there. I mean, this was all above board.
Yeah.
In terms of you renting it out and you saying, well, I'm actually going to film here, and I assume there wasn't a problem with that.
No, there's no problem. But I had an agreement with them, and I said, yeah, it's going to be that weekend, 2 days we're going to film. I paid them like a little bit less than they normally should ask, but yeah, and we were really happy about the location, because also we shot over 2 days, so the material has to stay overnight, and we could lock it because they lived across the hallway, so that was really nice.
And once you'd actually shot the film, what was the post time on that?
Post time, well, it was like I shot it in beginning of October, and the next week I had my editor, because I didn't have an editor before I shot. So the week after I had my editor, and he did it like in 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Right, and how much? So how much over footage were you? I mean, was it really the end footage? It can't be much of a slice off of that. It's got to be pretty much what you see.
No, we have a little bit more also, but some shots were really tricky, because my director felt she's good in that. My director, and I trusted her in that, because normally when you see the end shot, that's the only shot we had. We don't have like back and forwards, so over the shoulder we didn't have that, And she said we were so lucky, but I felt in them immediately that was a shot. And so we were lucky on a few shots, so yeah.
And I know we spoke briefly about the casting, but if you could just explain to us again, because I was surprised about the number of people you had on the casting call.
Yeah.
I ignorantly thought, oh, you probably only had 5 or 10 people, but it wasn't like that at all.
No. We had like over applications of 300, over 300 girls, but then you narrow it down because some girls are not, and then you do an audition for a few, for like 60 people, and then you narrow it down again to have a callback. And in those people who came in the first time, there was even a girl. When she came in, everybody had that's Chelsea, really, that's her. And she did the audition, and unfortunately, she blew it. No, she blew it away. She was too soft for it, but she had the looks. And then with Elaine, she came back, and there were like in the callbacks there were like already like 5 favorites, and then she was not my first favorite, because when I did the callback, we had a connection, and we didn't have that connection I felt in the first place. But then I looked it back, and she was the one who had those little things, you know. But it affected her, and she showed it and didn't show it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So she showed it, but you couldn't see it on right away. But when you saw it on camera and you saw really with the microscope on it, that's what it is. That's I need, because I don't need the theatrical thing, but people have to feel it also. Yeah. So and that's why we chose her. But thanks to my producer and
because at the time,
director.
There was a little bit of. Some said but you didn't. I think it was you saying you didn't quite buy into it, but it's only when, as you said, when you went back. Well, actually,
because my director and producer Q and Nicolette said that, no, you have to go for her. Yeah, but I didn't feel that connection, and they really pushed it, and that's why I say, okay, I have to look it back, and then I went to look it back, and I say, okay, we go for her, and it was a hit because.
It's on screen. It's very good.
Yeah, she's really, really good. It's just really nice, also.
Yeah, no, it's a nice connection, and you can feel that. So I'm interested. When you're going through the casting process, I know you said you had initially 300, but on that initial set of people girls that come to you, you honed that down to whatever the number was.
Yeah.
Do they all then have to come in, or do you do it over the internet? Is it all done via Skype? The second.
No. The thing is that the people who came in, they also we let them know that they had to come in. The rest we didn't.
Just from their initial.
We didn't say nothing to them. Then we said also, listen, if you hear from us that day, then you're in. If you didn't hear, then you don't hear nothing anymore. Yeah. And then the last 12 we said, okay, we let hear always something. So the people don't, the 11 who fall off at the end. They hear it. Oh, sorry, they hear it. The other
the initial one.
The initial one, they didn't hear it. So. And
so there you've got it down to 12. So every one of those 12 has to read the entire script, or
no, just the part where we had the fight over it.
Right. Okay.
So because that was a really intense scene, and so that's why I
chose that scene. Yeah.
I chose that scene, particular scene. Yeah. So I could see if they feel it and if they understand it. So yeah.
Brilliant. And what's next up? Are you working on anything at the moment?
I'm working on. There's a new short, almost finished.
Comedy.
It's a comedy again. Yeah. I'm also start to write a feature about human trafficking. So that's
not a comedy then.
That's not a comedy. But there's going to be some comedy aspects in it, because you can't be that serious like 2 hours or something. But it's still in the beginning, so I only wrote 6 pages at this moment. but the whole storyline is finished, so I know where I'm going from. And I'm also writing a TV series. And
really?
It's again a comedy again.
Well, so that's something that is in the pipeline. That could that all is happening.
Yeah.
Oh right, brilliant. And where's that? Is that America? Or
It's in Belgium.
Right,
based. But the features is going to be hopefully also international based. So because of the human trafficking.
And the story in this film, obviously we know is you shot in LA and it was filmed. Would that story have worked with a French actress or an English actress? Always.
Yeah.
You don't think there'd been any different?
No. I think the story is so universal because I think everybody has that once in a life that you fall in love with a girl who's with your best friend or something because you have a close connection to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then sometimes the friends are not that nice to that girl and that you want to save her, but you don't do that because he's your best friend. So you are sometimes in that situation and that's why it's so universal and everybody recognizes that because that's the whole thing. Oh, I've been there one time, you know. So,
I'm not saying anything.
but that's admitting it. So,
Kris, thank you very much.
It's no problem. You're welcome.
Really, thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.